So what did it make?
266.
265. If you put a slip on your bike without tuning it, is it going to make more or less? Is it good for the bike, bad for the bike? We are going to do all that stuff in this video, so please enjoy this episode.
Yeah.
All right, so today is the day that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a long time. Today is the new exhaust reveal, and also we're going to put it on the dyno just to see how much it makes. So just a little brief introduction to the exhaust. It looks like a Two Brothers exhaust, but a lot of you guys can probably tell this is different carbon fiber. So what we did is Two Brothers, it bolts right here and it uses an X-band clamp that actually goes around your mid pipe, and it has a 2-inch flange inside the mid pipe that X-band bolts to. So basically it restricts airflow on a bike like this. So what I did was I completely disassembled this whole exhaust, overhauled it and rebuilt it. So we actually reamed out the end can to make it a 60 mil 2.5 inch that this actually slides into now, so it doesn't restrict airflow. We took the whole exhaust apart, and this is actually packed with a Krapovich fiberglass packing now instead of the cheap Two Brothers shitty fiberglass packing. And then what I did was instead of using the stainless steel sleeve, I actually built this, out of carbon fiber. You guys have seen the other videos of what I do, hand laying and skinning carbon fiber. But this, I actually just mocked up the stainless, made a mold out of it, and then just made a carbon fiber sleeve, and then basically put that down, riveted it in, packed it with fiberglass. Everything's good to go. So the only thing that's basically Two Brothers about this is the look, and that's the original magnesium end can. Everything else has been upgraded to the best parts you can basically do for an exhaust. It just doesn't have the Krapovich logo on it, basically. So without further ado, let's hear a cold start. So I got a really, really good surprise for you guys, so stay tuned to this video. And it's about 70 degrees outside. Cold start, here's how she goes. Ooh, it sounds so good. So now let's check out how it sounds from the bike. We'll put it on the tag mount and we'll be on our way. We're gonna go dyno it. So we put down 176 stock. Comment down below what you think it's gonna make, if you think it's gonna make more or less. So a little fun fact about the new R1s, anything over $7 grand, if the front tire is not moving, the front wheel is not spinning, like you're actually, you know, driving on the road, it turns your traction control off. So,
but that's because the engine light comes on.
Oh.
Because it's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Right. So what did it make?
266.
265. Let's go see this. This is what you guys have to understand, what we talk about when we say you can manipulate dyno numbers. Look at 265.
See how it's standard, not smoothing is 0.
Exactly. So we run on SAE with what, smoothing 5? Smoothing 5, that's always the most accurate. You know, so these people that are getting high dyno numbers, it doesn't necessarily mean that your bike makes 200 and something horsepower.
For that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all tricks of the trade, man. Like, even if you do uncorrected, it goes up a little bit.
It was like 0.3.
You change the smoothing, it goes up to 170, you know, 175. So, I mean, just keep that in mind, guys. Like, just keep that in mind that when you do dyno, it's just a tool. It's not really, you know, a die-hard number of what power your bike makes. So just want to let you guys know that. We always run, you know, SAE is the conversion factor that we use, and we always run it on smoothing 5. So it's the most accurate to real-world environment. Of course, we always want 200 horsepower, but at the end of the day, this is the most accurate. That's strapped down. You see what the difference is. That's what we're here. We're here to bust myths. Not bad, huh?
So
I can't thank Les enough. Like, Les is the coolest guy in the world to let us come out here and, you know, really take the time to, you know, try and tune and test these bikes. And, you know, he puts up with our quirky, stupid jokes too. So I'll put a link down in the description. This is Mobile Dyno Tuning. This is Les. This is the owner. And if you guys are ever in the Central Florida area, or if you do bike nights and stuff like that, like at Ace, come check him out, man. He's a local guy like us, mom and pop, and he'll treat you right. Like I say, we use this dyno because it's it's pretty close to real world conditions. Like I said earlier in the video, we strapped it down just to show you guys on the same dyno, same conditions, same day, same bike, how much does it really make a difference. Brandon strapped down only made 2 more horsepower. So, you know, myth debunked. And the 17 RSV4 does not run lean when you throw a slip on it. Just FYI. All right, so just to show you guys, these are my final numbers. This is the air fuel ratio that we were talking about. That red line is your 13.1. If it's higher, it leans out. If it's lower, it riches. Basically 10, scary, shut it off. And if it leans 14, you know, higher, you know, you're ruining the bike and taking a chance of burning a valve. But as you can see, it's almost perfect with this exhaust. And then right there, it actually runs a little rich to where when we tune it, we can actually reduce the fuel right here and it'll make a little bit more power. But I mean, that's basically 7 consecutive runs. It don't get much more consistent than that. And just to compare it,
And then there you see the R1 dust in the RSV4.
if you look right here, the red line is Dorothy, that's the RSV4, and the blue line is Brandon's Ninja 300, I mean the R1. But you notice like a big difference right here and how high it revs. That's because Brandon has the R1S, so it doesn't rev to a full 14,000 RPM. That's why.
If it did.
But if it did, it would drop right about there.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm just kidding.
That's where it really gains its power.
I'm just messing with you. But just to throw it in Brandon's face, you guys are seeing it. We made 181 and Brandon made 168.
That's fine. More mods coming.
You know I'm gonna edit this in, like,
That's fine.
it'll make you look all sad.
I know
again.
you're gonna put that stupid song back on.
But now we got my buddy Eric here, and he's got, it's an 08, right?
Yeah.
It's an 08 Gixxer 1000, just like Brandon's bike that we tested before with the other Gixxers. And it's all stock. I mean, he's got appearance mods, but it's basically all stock except for the M4 race exhaust on it. So we're gonna see with the differences of bikes, you know, on a stock bike, just throwing an exhaust on it, what difference it can make from bike to bike. So we're gonna actually see if Eric's bike makes more power than stock. This makes roughly what, 172, 173 stock?
186.
186 stock?
Crank. Yeah.
Oh, at the crank. So 10 to 12% loss, we're looking at about 160 is what it makes stock. So we're gonna see if it makes more than that. Like we say, different dynos, different days, different weathers, it all has variables, but we're gonna see what this makes with just a stock bike and, like I say, the M4 exhaust on here. So Eric, what's your guess?
165 to the
165? I'm gonna say 168. Brandon, what's your guess? I said 168, Eric said 165.
I think it's gonna be 150s.
150s? No, not with the long exhaust.
We'll see.
On worst conditions, I put down 157, remember?
I guess that's true. But I had to be the oddball.
How'd she do?
161.
161. Hey, it's 2 more than your bike all done up. Remember when we did your Gixxer? It was 159.
No.
Yeah.
That was when we started. Mine ended up at 162.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
So this
Excuse
one,
you.
it didn't make as much change with the temperature, but still at 190 it goes down. These are both at 180, so 180 still.
But dude, that's about as smooth a curve as you can get
Yep.
without a tune in it. That's nice, man. So this bike's 10 years old, still making CBRs look like shit. Well, that's all for us, guys. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you're new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button. You know Brandon, go ahead, follow him. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. Eric, you got Instagram?
Eric Cinnamon.
Eric Cinnamon.
You got it.
Like Apple Jacks. No, but thank you guys for watching. Always a pleasure. And stay tuned, because I'm actually going to do a 2-part series on how to fix the hot start issues of Aprilia and Ducatis. We're going to be removing the EVAP, the charcoal canister. I'm going to show you how to route that and do that the right way to where you don't have the hot start issue when it's real hot and the bike doesn't want to start and keeps dying on you. And also we're going to be doing a coolant flush and putting engine ice in the bike. So please stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, don't give it one of these. But no, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you later.